Good afternoon, everyone. Before anything else, I'd like to extend my thanks for your show of love and support for my mother, Rinia B. Familiar, also known as Erna, as you celebrate her existence with us today. I say celebrate in this time of mourning because Mommy deserves to be remembered with love in our hearts and smiles on our faces. Death is always associated with grief and immense sorrow. However, my mother was a very religious woman, and it had one time explained to me how Daddy's state of death was actually his birthday in heaven. On her final days, when she had to have an oxygen tank by her bedside to help her breathe, I've almost always seen her call out to the Lord and pray for her well being. She would oftentimes question why the Lord had made her suffer so much, and I would have the same thoughts as well. Now, I've realized that He might have prepared her for her time to enter His kingdom and to be with Him in eternal joy. Religious or not, there's some kind of comfort that comes with the thought that she's up there right now with Daddy in a serene and beautiful place, most probably catching up on what he had missed over cups of coffee. Mommy was also the most passionate with her work. She was never the type of mom to spend most of her time at home because half of her heart belongs at the office. It wasn't necessarily a bad thing though, even for me as her family, as her daughter. And that's mainly because of two reasons. First, she's never failed to make us feel that she's always there for us. And second, I've always seen it as something that makes her happy and fulfilled. The sincerity that comes out of her voice when she expresses her contentment and excitement in service for the province's farmers is something that will always stick out for me when I think of her. She was too humble to admit it, but she was the hero to many. To those who felt like their voices couldn't be heard, and to those who felt like there was no one that could help them. And imagine, on top of all of this, she had to be both a father and a mother to 5 children and run a business every single day. Normally, when a parent is that busy, you'd think they'd fail in at least one or two departments. But Mommy, she succeeded beautifully in all of them. When I think of her and her fighting spirit, it makes me want to be as amazing as the woman she was in every aspect of life. The most important thing I'd like to share about her today, to those who love her and have been loved by her, is that she fought every millisecond until her very last breath. To be honest, I think that's what makes it so hard for all of us right now, is that this is the truth that we all have to face. A future without Mommy, a future without Erna. This was the last kind of probable outcome that I thought of because of how much of a fighter she was in her lifetime. She lost a husband, took care of 5 children alone, ran a business, took on a position in the government that had countless of responsibilities, and was even diagnosed with cancer that only promised her limited years of life. Yet, she would still come at home to me at night and ask about how I was doing. If I had eaten my lunch, if I had enough money for a day at school, if I had all my needs at home. The priest had told us about how the love we receive from our loved ones is almost the same to that of Jesus' love. And I honestly believe that that was the closest thing I had to experiencing it in this life. Our Mommy, our Erna, was an outstanding career woman and an ever so loving mother. Although it pains me to deliver a eulogy in her honor, what gives me a bit of comfort is that she will be remembered with so much joy, respect, admiration, and love. Hours before she passed, she got to hear her and Dad's favorite song. I guess now she's hearing it and enjoying it together with him now. Once again, on behalf of my family, I'd like to express my heartfelt thank you to everyone who've taken the time to be with us right now in celebration of the life of Rinia, of Mommy. I'm sure she would have extended her heartfelt gratitude as well.